Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
We control the vertical. We control the horizontal. There is. Welcome to the void, Joe Bachman.
I always wondered what it would look like. And hey, look, it's got white walls like I thought it would.
Your programming was so superior, you have been entered in to the internet.
Oh, that's not a good thing. I've seen The Matrix. That is not a good thing.
Hack for life.
Anyway, Joe decided to hop in to make sure something worked, and I wasn't going to let him just not do some shtick. So, how you doing, Joe?
Doing pretty good this morning. Doing good. I keep forgetting my camera is actually over here.
Yeah, it's really
I'm
surreal,
at work,
isn't it?
and my laptop is...
Oh, and I got drink delivery. Thank you. You're welcome. I got a Joe for a minute, too.
Hi, Joey.
Maddie says hi.
Hi, Amanda.
Yeah, things have been...
Could not be Joey.
Yeah, that's Joe. Xander, you're live too, buddy. Okay.
How am I live?
Because you just ran into my show.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
go.
I'm so sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
You heard Joey.
Joey?
That,
Oh, you got somebody behind you too.
yeah, that's my other half.
Oh.
She actually sits at the desk across from me here.
So
The poor
yes,
girl can't get away from me.
I know how hard she worked on the bind rune that's branded on the small of your back to make sure you can't get too far from her. Anyway.
That is true.
Since we have you on the show, and folks, I know we're backwards, but I want you to look at Joe first because he's far prettier than I am, especially today as my full hair antenna is activated. So, that's how I catch the positive rays.
Oh, mine's only slicked back because of the hat I wore this morning. So,
well, yeah, that's because you're at work, so they're negative rays. You gotta contain that down. I understand fully, but you want to tell folks what you do, because Joe is one of the most important people in my life. It's just people don't realize it.
So my normal day job is road construction inspection on the state highways here in Indiana. I also dabble with coding on the side with creating mobile apps. As Nick's mentioned before, I've made several apps for not only where I work at, but also the Big Stompy Robots quick play app, dice rolling app, and couple of D&D apps, which are all getting revamped here, hopefully this winter.
I'm looking forward to that. Joe is my silent, because he insists on it, partner in crime when it comes to things big stompy robots and a few other things. But he's also the reason I can do the nifty streams that I do all over the place, because of that man. My directions are wrong. I'm used to the guest being over there. That man. So everybody in the chat links, first off, I want to bring this back up, because I don't know how long I can get away with having Joe here before, like, the forces of darkness and capitalism all ascend to give us a rough day. But go type, I'm used to it, type that. There we go. I'm a professional. Type that into your little thing. Open another window. Don't leave the show, because you never know what's going to happen. I didn't know this was happening. And go to Joe Bach Technologies. Go there. Buy the app.
bit.ly/JB Tech Apps.
Because, hey, see, I finally,
And there goes
I
Post-it
finally moved up from the Post-it note to digitalizing it. What? Because it took Joe getting sucked into the void that is the internet to get me to remember, shoot, I need to type that up. So, but let's talk accountability. What have you been accountable for?
Trying to keep the roads in a drivable condition.
No. See, guys, that's huge. The day job matters, and especially a day job that helps so many people, and you get absolute crap for, because all people do is complain, because they don't notice when the road works right. They only notice when, you have a Gary sinkhole and you fall into a hole filled with old transmission parts.
Yeah, that actually happened on a Friday.
Oh, your mic just went away, Joe.
Oh,
sorry. Just for a second, you went super quiet as soon as you.
Oh, that's because I. Let me switch ears here, because the microphone's actually near that one. How's that sound?
Oh, that's much better, because just for a second it went foop.
Yeah, I tend to take whichever headpiece I don't have on and kind of like just throw it around my neck so it's not just dangling. And yeah, the side that has the microphone is the part just went behind me. So yeah.
Well,
I'm a tech professional.
Yeah, folks, be sure to like and share and subscribe this. Because you never know what's going to go on the show, because I never know what's going to go on in the show. Hold on. Either the seed trucks went by or a B-52 bomber just landed on my street. They sound about the same. Sorry. But, yeah, I love the comments that haven't caught up yet. There we go. Yes, please like, share, and subscribe to this. And anybody who has questions for Joe while he's here, because I've shenaniganed him, and I've been trying to put him in the back seat so that he could do this for a while. He apparently found the email I sent, which means I did successfully send it. Because as good at tech as Joe is, I am equally destructive and bad.
I'm just going to plead the fifth and not say anything there.
No. Because I am to technology what you are to random dice rolls.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, they're talking about the green room tonight. It's like we've got the white room right here. Anyhow, there we go. Okay, so everyone is still in shock. I love it. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, what is going on right now?" But let's see. We're thinking, is it winter 2023? We're going to try to get the first edition of the Big Stompy Robots as a playable game out.
That's what I'm hoping for. It depends on how long it takes me to actually learn Unity and the programming languages I need to make that happen.
There is absolutely no rush, but I'm ecstatic to see it come down the pipe. And, I love Nick's doing business online again. Folks, you wonder how it's done? It's a 50-50 split. I made the world. He's making it work. It's almost like that's how I do things. But
there we go. Now, if I move the screen where I'm looking at you to the screen that has the webcam, I'll actually be looking at people.
That's wonderful, because I can see you doing the Twitch, and usually have that effect on your wife. But which is funny because between the two of us, one moment. Sorry, between the two of us, pleasant thoughts. It's okay. We high-fived. But between the two of us, there it is. I had to wait for that joke to settle. We flip coins a lot. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love the direct messages I get from Nick. How can you say that? You don't understand. It's okay. I actually made that joke and totally lost the string that was attached to it. It just ADD'd right out the window. But we're gonna try to make some really cool things happen, and he's doing that, and that's accountability, folks. Because I get people, well, it's NaNoWriMo. I'm gonna offend some folks. Can I offend some folks? I don't give a dang about NaNoWriMo. I don't. If that's a tool that gets you to read, awesome, right? But that should not be a burden. It shouldn't be a chain around your neck, and it doesn't make you any better or worse than somebody else writing. So get it done. Get accountability to make positive stuff. Now, Joe he's doing games. He's got a wonderful book in the works that I've gotten to peruse when I get that stuff called free time. I can't wait to see it. See, that's better. Now you blend in a bit.
Yeah, there we go.
I really need to get you a blank image, just cut out and get a blank image of my poorly hung screen to send to you, to really mess with people. But God, see, this is what happens with my friends. Worst part is I have dice in front of me. This is so close to derailing into a hey, you want to run a solo dungeon? I can make one up on the. But
I got my D10.
Yes, you see, Joe's so cursed that once he touches a die, it has to become his because no one can ever roll decent on it for the rest of all time. It's a gift. It's a real talent, Joe. Somehow you turn it to 3, which is both the worst possible roll in Big Stumpy Robots, whatever you're trying to roll for. Basically, if you want one that will suck on both rolls consistently, 3 will always miss. Oh my God, 3 everything hates 3. I may have to make a. Maybe we need to get into my super secret file. I need to design infantry just so that their armor class is 3, so that there's something you might be able to hit. But
I'll somehow roll like a -3 at that point.
Yeah.
My own character. So
yeah, my die has turned to Sanskrit numbers. Dang it, Joe! What have you done this time?
Right.
But do you know where you're going to publish your book when you get it done?
More than likely on Kindle,
Okay.
KDP.
Groovy.
So
because the stories you have, and I'm actually trying to get on a point while I have you, are 2 very important things. Because first off, they're freaking hilarious. I mean, I've read this stuff, guys. That's why I'm bugging him. It's like, aha, I have an opportunity to promote you and put you in front and move you forward into the light. I will do so. But the second thing is there's a very real both educational aspect because Joe has a really neat YouTube and is it TikTok too?
Yeah, TikTok.
YouTube. TikTok that he ports over to YouTube that answers your questions about construction, road construction. I love the zipper barrier. I think that's one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen. That's great. But he also highlights just how dangerous and crazy the people who are keeping our roads flat and able to withhold weight and not caving in are going through, because it really is an insanely dangerous job for so many. And one of my goals, aside from getting Joe to 100 subscribers on his YouTube channel, because I try to do that for everybody, is to I want to get that message out there. And I then want Joe to make so much money from his books and games that he and Trey can stop dodging cars on 94 so I don't have to worry. It is totally self-service here. I am a villain, I admit it.
I don't mind the live action Frogger. It keeps me spry. It helps me stay in shape, and
Yeah. You know, we don't look like a couple of adrenaline junkies, but you do live action Frogger, and when we get together, we sword fight. I'm wondering if maybe we're, guys, I hate to say it, look at the screen right now. Look at these two gentlemen. This is what peak masculinity looks like. This is it. If you can't handle, the like somehow the alpha and sigma powers combined, you're just not going to see better than us. That's it. Don't go looking for Jason Momoa. I'm telling you, look for a dumpy fat guy because we will take care of you. Because we're not at the gym working out. We're taking care of you or earning money to take care of you. This is a secret tip. Nick and Joe. But what is the link for your YouTube? Is it just Joe Bachman or is it still gobbledygook?
Still gobbledygook, but I got an email the other day saying I could actually make a slash
a custom URL.
Whatever. Yeah.
A couple of those have been going around lately. Please do so because then I can promote the heck out of that much easier. And that will be another check off on the something good has happened. Because I don't just do this for my own ego, although I have enough ego. Hold on. I realized I've been looming. Like now we're closer to square in what I fit. Because I'm like, hi, I'm in your camera. I'm in your face. But
I can only imagine what that looks like on a big screen TV right now. Especially if we both go,
But let me. You know what? While you're here, I'm gonna just hop through the comments. I haven't even tried to pay my bills because, frankly, this man right here, Joe, is over here. I know you're usually over here. This is getting you're out the window. I got to keep in mind that you're out the window. Joe pays the bills. I mean, literally, he donated for a year for me to be able to have Spanky. So if you're watching this on anything but my direct YouTube channel, you get to thank Joe. And if you're on Twitter, I may not get your comments, but I'm on Twitter here, and you can just follow me there and send me things, and I will talk to you unless you're rude, at which point I will then stop talking to you. But let's see. Let's go through the comments. And the first one through the door is, good morning, Nevermorians. We're joined by Joe Bachman. How wonderful. I do like
it's
a little
a
bit of
Joeception.
Wait a second. Sorry. Two Joes. Anyway, going back to it's okay, we high five. That don't know about last week, but I survived Dan's Last Man Standing last night this morning. I missed that show. I have to get the stuff called sleep I'm not accustomed to. It's a horrible addiction. But God, that's a great show. And good morning. Yes, we have survived, at least up till now. Yes, the assassins have failed. There is a nap in my future. Yeah, especially since there's a GR tonight. That's Green Room for the people who don't know. You see, the more savory sorts will be with me talking sword fighting for about an hour on the Historical Fencing Guild. And the rest will be with Joe probably in the Green Room causing havoc. And that is okay. He's getting away with it this week because he put his time in here. Let's see. Oh, God, got here by 7. You should have messaged me. I was running around doing stuff. Wow.
Well, no, I wasn't in the studio at that point. I literally just got in the studio like a couple minutes before you did. I just, like I said, wanted to see if I could actually figure out how to get in.
I'll have to talk to you about, see how you pulled it up, because I may have to do the same thing for Luke next week. Let's see. Accountability. Wasted time making fake memes and watching YouTube. There's no such thing as a fake meme. That just, no, you're fine. That's valid. Let's see. Carol Burnett. Oh, we love Carol Burnett. Tim Conway. Yes, the Dwarf videos are still legendary. And Joe is greeting Donna. I love it. Oh, what? No, I don't care. No, I know Netflix isn't messaging me because I don't have a Netflix. Oh, especially. Oh, God. Netflix. Look at that, folks. I'm not saying that's a scam, but Netflix has messaged me. I'm sure that's legitimate. And Joe thinks he's going to hop out after I type this. So, haha, no. I'm going to keep you as long as I can. It always. Let's see. After last night, morning show, quiet is good for me. There will be no quiet. There shall be noise. No noise November, so shut the fuck up. No. Oh. We may lose him at any minute because of work. If we do, we understand. And there he goes. Bum, 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 bum. I'll leave his little... I'll go solo, but I'll leave him in for a while just in case he bounces back. At 3 a.m. Yeah, passed out. Yeah, I passed out around 9:30 last night. Yeah, that was smart. I tried. I didn't get to sleep till like sometime around midnight, but I was on my mask, so it's okay. You were smart. Whoa! Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Blue Teddy Narrations. Please keep making videos, darling. You stopped, it looks like, and I'd like to encourage you to get back on it because you have a really nice, very soothing online presence. And and Joe is still, he's probably gone for work, but I'm going to leave him dangling just so, because I take comfort knowing that little circle that Joe could be here is here. Hello, Blue Teddy. Blue Teddy. Oh, good opening. Yeah, we tried. Hiya, Carl. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. Hey, Donna. Hey, y'all. Hi, Caroline. How are you doing? And we got Caroline and Trey. Yes, we got to see Trey for a second. It's wonderful. And Xander, all the guests have come to the show today. Trey. Oh, the spelling happens. She knows. She's one of those cool. Sir Pennington is not holding my pen right, so I'm going to make the anglerfish do it for a moment. Wait, here. You have large serrated teeth. Hold my pen. Oh, he is, too. I'll put something else in. Here, see. And if really, at 2, well, there. Hold my stylus. Hold it, dang it. Good work. Good help is hard to find. And Xander. And we're joined by Radio Retro Future. Well, Radio Retro Future is here, so let's run one of his ads real quick because I need to show more love to our own sponsor, Vocal. So, bam.
Greetings, fellow traveler, and welcome to the Association of Ishtar, a multiverse of cosmic mystery and steampunk adventure. The Association of Ishtar is a clandestine organization of volunteers investigating anomalies called rifts, portals to other worlds where anything is possible. Most of these planes are but savage variations of Earth, but some are home to advanced civilizations or the occasional alien beings beyond human comprehension. Every day, these brave men and women are risking their lives by crossing the fringes of reality. Should they succumb, they will die in obscurity. But it's not the Associates' vocation to perish, but to seek out and gather information on the copious threats lurking beyond the rifts to ensure humanity can overcome. After all, those who pry prevail.
Thank you, Bonser, for that wonderful ad. And thank you, Joe, for hopping in on our program. I'm hoping you guys are having a good morning. Let's see where we are. Kid made a debut. You got to pay him now. He gets the same general wage everybody else around here gets. Bonser! Yes, Johnny, I'm greeting everyone while Nick does his thing. I have not begun to thing. Because remember, this show is brought to you by Joe Bachman Technologies, and the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, as well as the Big Stumpy Robots line of games. I'm just so on task right now. It's amazing. But we are it's also made possible. I will be setting by some other options. I will be setting up my DA to that's my DeviantArt, to have some paid tiers where I can put some tutorials, and we'll see how that goes. I wanted to support DeviantArt because they have hosted me for free for 18 years. So I got a rather pricey for me subscription to them, so that I can extend some new services. So that's coming out. As for my accountability, I am done or almost done with the new art and stories, a collection of very short stories with an image tied to different prompts I've done over the years. Last couple of years, I pulled some of my finest, compiled them, and I'm going to do a little book like that. I just need to do the cover for it. And once I have the cover for it done, hopefully today, I want to get that out before my vacation, which will be starting. I'll be spending a weekend abroad to the state of Ohio and possibly Tennessee, because I'm going to go see manatees, and we're going to have some fun because this coming Monday is my 20th anniversary. My wife and I, the lovely Amanda, who is incredibly camera shy for reasons that baffle me, will have been married for 20 years and together for 22. That's a big deal. That's a huge deal. So we're actually going on only the second real vacation we've had in our marriage. The first one was provided by a gentleman by the name of Steve Clausen. And we went up to a lovely cabin in Wisconsin. And I fell in love with both Door County, Wisconsin as a place of beauty, and Al Johnson's for some amazing lingonberry pancakes and smoked goat cheese, which it literally brings a tear to my eye. But this is a good time, and I'm trying to let myself celebrate. I am feeling grateful, and my plan for today was to talk about feeling grateful, because yes, the Mariah has been loosed on the world. And I walked through and I looked at the Christmas stuff this yesterday, because I was out and I was trying to find cheap Halloween stuff. Limited success. And it didn't make me angry this year. It used to make me genuinely angry. It certainly didn't put me in the Christmas spirit. But it also didn't get me the wind-up fury, because I'm just glad to be in a position we have it. I'm glad that we're in, those of us in America still have a democracy where we can vote. I will be doing my early voting probably tomorrow, because during the election is also, again, my anniversary. So we will be voting early so that we can do that. Please vote. I know I'm not telling you who to vote for in any of the assorted midterm elections. I will say I believe that a good measure is kindness and competence and things like compassion. So I would say vote what seems right there. But I would rather have people I disagree with vehemently vote than people I don't disagree with. But we've got somebody else, so let's do this. And Joe's back. Welcome back.
Sorry, contractor walked in. That's why I was like, I'll be right back.
Oh no, that's wonderful. We were just chatting. I was telling everybody that they can vote early if they haven't, and they need to, and rattling through the comments. I'm hoping
And
we can get
remember,
to
if
the
you live in
ones.
Chicago, it's vote early, vote often.
Yes, especially after you're deceased. That's one of the benefits of dying in Chicago. Let's see. Doink, doink, doink. We got greetings. Hey, Bonser. We ran Bonser's commercial. Johnny, if you get something I can consistently sell, make a commercial and I will try to promote it for you. Carl says, I nearly forgot to like this video. Don't be like me. Yes, please like, share, and subscribe to this video because honestly, I want to see how I want to get Joe certain levels of bumped. You know, I want him to get more money, more identity out there because he's such a good guy. I want his channel to be followed. And to do that, and to help all the other people I promote, I need you guys to share me around. You know, I'm all about doing the most good with the least effort. I mean, what? No, but seriously, so share this around, like this video, because we are at war with the forces of the algorithm. Let's see. See, Donna, who is a woman of talent and beauty, I've liked and shared, Carl. Have you? Carl says, I move my camera from one monitor to the other all the time during shows. Drives people crazy, I imagine. Honestly, that gives you that Stephen Colbert spin kind of thing. And I think it works for you. And Joe, remember, feel free to interrupt me. You know me too well to sit and be too quiet. We got greetings. Comment dump. Okay. Gotta do a dance while the comment dump loads. Yes. Comment dump. Okay. Now I have to find where the comment was because a comment dumped during a comment dump. That's nice. Poorly hung. My condolences, sir. Anyway, I don't know where that went, so I'm just walking away from it. Hey, Grant. Oh, and good morning and happy Friday. Cindy, since I have Joe back, I'll run commercials after, next time he gets pulled away because, I want to be able to talk to him more.
That'll be about 15 minutes. I got to hop onto a online meeting at 10 o'clock. So I need about 15 minutes to prep for that.
That is absolutely tragic, but it is appreciated. This is like, hey, Christmas came early. Here's Joe. Hello, Donna. This is not the green room. We do not talk about poorly hung stuff outside the green room. Yes. Oh, I'm off for a week. I always take the first full week of November off. How wonderful.
And I am doing my best to censor myself, but you keep giving me straight lines with certain things.
Oh, I know. But I can't not talk like I do. It's just you're used to being able to go, type. Mm-hmm. Accountability is a lot harder when you're actually in the room. Like, It's like, this is not the green room. This is not the green room. Everybody remember that, folks. I know it's hard. You see Joe on the screen, and that's another comment dump. It's almost like, folks, like having you around. If there's a will, there's a way. Well, you know what? I lost track. So Cindy's having trouble with FB letting her share links. I'm having a lot of trouble from the different social media groups. Like, Twitter's going nuts because Elon is apartheiding it or whatever he's doing. Facebook is going nuts because they don't want anybody doing anything outside of Facebook. So it's like everybody's scrambling for monopolies. And I'm like, can I please promote people? I'm being of service here. See, Grant says, Nick isn't Jason Momoa. He's just his slightly better looking twin. Absolutely. Joe, me, and Danny DeVito. Anyway. Yeah, and if that, ladies, it's okay. Breathe. I know the image of Joe, me, and Danny DeVito all together. That's a lot of love to put in. But just breathe. Work your way through the day.
This needs to be something stronger than Mountain Dew at this point.
What's great is I know Trey is on the other side of the room watching your reaction and probably not be able to hear what's going on. And I find that delightful. Oh, I'm sorry. Is she on the ground thinking about you, me, and Danny DeVito? Because I know,
No, she can't hear it because I got both earpieces in, so...
There's still a chance she's thinking about you being Danny DeVito. Anyway.
That's actually almost scary.
You're welcome. I owe it to you because you're a former clown.
Some people would say that I still am a clown, but
oh yeah, are you still active? Do you still do clownery?
no, I haven't done that in 20 years.
Wow,
roughly 18 to 20 years since I've donned the white face.
I'm sorry. As soon as you said that, I saw like the scene of the almost purge like crime is running rampant in the streets. The world's gone mad, and just you going in and opening the box that goes, psst, and it's all your clown makeup. He's not the clown the world wanted. He's the clown the world needed. Joe Bachman in Batman the White Knight. Anyway, wow. Yes, I'm here for that. I almost feel bad, but yes, and you can buy my books at this lovely link that's been on the screen for a while. And tonight, I don't know how I'm going to follow up to this morning's wonderful procedure, but we're going to find a way. Tonight at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern will be the Historical Fencing Guild live stream, where where we talk about. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the front lines, but the pumpkins are coming, and it's getting worse every day. I have some shocking footage to share that I have to get set up for that, but be advised. The only thing I could figure is that the great, you see, I live down the street from a agricultural experimentation lab. I really do. It's like a locked up private agricultural, like they have lights burning, guys on ATVs. It's quite impressive. Location. Got a cemetery, a haunted old folks home, a lab. Basically, I'm waiting for the mystery machine to come rolling up at any minute.
I thought you moved down there to get away from the paranormal type stuff.
I did.
It followed?
No. This isn't. You got to realize, like, it's like I grew up in Michigan City, right, and near Chicago. So I developed at an early age the BS skills. So like I couldn't, function without a little. I need like brackish water. I don't want to be where the sharks are, but I know I got to have a little of that salt in the water for the gills. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you put me in a place that's too normal, then I like start freaking out because there isn't enough. You got to have a baseline. I just wanted to go from a 12 to maybe a 3. One or two hauntings in the region, a couple seasonal events, nothing too hinky, and one apparent meteor strike that's cursed the land. No, I mean that's nothing like where I grew up, where the wild hunt's like going by your door, going, Nick in. Oh, plural white ladies and all that. But moving on. Yeah, that reminds me. YouTube.com/@BlueTeddyNarrations.com should be mine now. Get it. If it is, awesome. That's what I want to see. I want everybody to have their custom URLs, because then I can promote it. Or maybe not. Keep working at it. It may not like the ad. Amy Hale has neuroses. Yes, she does. No, we love Amy Hale. She's a wonderful author, and her book's available through Amazon. Amazon reviews made less impossible. We're going to blast through these real quick. Because Brian K. Morris, the man, the myth, the legend. Wow, it's so much easier to reach him when I'm stuck over on this side of the screen. Anyhow, and yes, I'm pointing like, okay, yeah, the point does not work. Anyway, my ability to point doesn't work. That's fine. That's nerves. Irreverent holiday humor. Yes, we are in prime Santa Stein, the post-holiday Prometheus reading time. Very fun stories. Netflix. Okay, now I know where we are in the video timeline. That's the best streaming service. Money streaming out your bank like crazy. You need Animal Eye merch? Go to bit.ly/bearpub. And I must have skipped the Bear Publications and very, very fun stories. Comics related madness is there. That's Pop Dan Zance. Animal Eye Royal Cruise has an art station. He also has a subscribe star where you can get custom stuff. It is an NTF if Nick's studio, unless Nick's studio gets destroyed or something else falls down. Yeah, basically, chaos is constantly circling. That's why I have trouble keeping this place clean. Because stuff flies at me, and then Lydia's been pretty cool. Hey, dear, she's at the post Halloween chill right now. Real close to getting her little pumpkin spice on. Maybe I should get her a latte. Anyhow,
well, you see that's why I use the virtual background. It can't fall and attack me.
See, if I use a virtual background, it does. It starts like staticking around my face. And while it's on the screen, it shouldn't actually kind of tickle and burn. I have concerns, but I think tech hates me so much. It wants to eat me, but at the same time, it's worried that if I'm this damaging to tech now, if I got like Tron scanned in, you think Megabyte was bad.
I would say call your doctor and have that checked out.
I've had MRIs of my brain, and they said it is not damaged much. Anyway, it's not the historical fencing guild, unless a ceiling fan suffers a horrible fate. To the credit of the ceiling fan, it has won every encounter it's in. Just love the way Bonsert pronounces association. Very cool. Hail, chat. Bonsert's hailing everybody. Morning all. Morning, Joe. After this Joe.
There you go.
Joe. Here. He's facing Joe. Maybe that'll help. Anyway, after that Joe leaves, I'll run your commercial too, Jody. Hope you're doing well. And folks, feel free to ask Joe, Window Joe. Joe's on Windows. On a Mac. Anyway, ask any questions he has. Understand Job. I think both Joe and I get that. No, historical and cultural backgrounds and meaning of it. Yes. Trolls. Yes. SL Roland has stuff. Get your custom toys at Studio Hubris 5. QuadCityComicCon.com. I'm blasting through Cindy's stuff because I know it's awesome. Hey, Radio and Joe. Holy cow, it's a Joe. Morning, folks. New monster anthology, Ye Old Dragon Books to Meet the Dragons. Yes. Rich. Denver Martinez is on DA, and you should be too, because I'm going to be cranking out real soon. I'm going to hit one of my art kicks, and a whole lot of good stuff's going to be on my DA too. So go to deviantart.com/the-Raider05. And guys, if you have questions before he has to leave, hit him now. Mr. Bachman, cool. Hear how respectful they are. Voice acting by Skunk Rocker Alive. I'm surprised. Everyone's surprised to see Rich and Donna are awake today. John B. Pica's Amazon gets referenced. Thank you, Cindy. Nerd Culture reference, and we had yet another comment dump. And some destinations won't get comments. That's fine. Richie had to get stabbed by the phlebotomist today, and I have to prep stuff for Misty to stab me.
See, my wife keeps stuff already prepped to be able to stab me, even though she says I will be armed and also facing her at the same time.
You can grab them as well.
What was that?
What'd you say?
You can grab them as well. They're everywhere.
I can grab them as well. They're everywhere.
That's what I thought you said. One, she's talking brown coat to me. Y'all trying to get me to that it's too much sexy. Oh no, too much sexy. Let's see. Preparing my next Kickstarter. I want to launch in February. We'll be making a new mailing list. Awesome. Mailing lists are awesome in this time of social media upheaval. It's probably not a bad idea to have a direct email list. I need to set up such a thing. Amazon's take over small press publisher desks. Yes, they do. And I know their stats and their measurements. Anyway, if there's a will, there's a body, or about to be. Wow. Plotting. Wow. Well, Joe, it's been nice knowing you. Warriors come out to play. Michaela Jade's Warriors don't have the glass going tink, 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 tink. And maybe they should. No, wonderful, spicy writing. And that spicy remark is just for Michaela because she knows what I'm talking about. Hung like Danny DeVito, 4 foot and 200 pounds.
Are we talking about his actual height and body build there, or are we talking something else?
Both apply.
Okay.
Anyhow, Zombies in Hollis Comicsology era. So I was talking former. Okay. Oh yeah, former clown. No, when I say former clown, not clowning a lot around like we do, like literal mask and Did Trey ever do any clowning?
No, she didn't.
That's probably for the best because there'd be that whole big comfy couch confusion situation going on, and talks about clock stretches.
She would have been able to do it. I mean, I did the white face clown, so it wouldn't have taken as much makeup for her. I am not looking to my right. I can feel the look I am getting right now.
I can feel the look, like just that delightful sunburn of doom.
Not looking over the top of my webcam either. Will not do it. I'm going to stare at Nick.
Yep. Okay, so folks, we need to raise money to get Joe the clock rug so that Trey can do the clock stretch. Anyway, if you don't know, you need to. Look up the PBS children's program called Big Comfy Couch. Trust me. I'm terrible. I'm in a mood. You bring out the absolute best of me. Stormgate Press just released Pulp Reality number 4. Number 1 is on my couch right now, actually. I was reading it. Clowns are like medics and Marines. Once one, always one. Wow.
That is true.
And I always have one or two in my circle.
They actually wanted me to dress up as a creepy clown for the Dark in the Park we did over the Halloween weekend.
Yes.
And if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. And I did not have the time nor the money to go out and buy about $1,000 worth of face paint.
Okay, so folks, we need to get ready. Go here. Go to bit.ly/JoeBachTechApps. Buy his stuff in hopes that we can get him face paint. Because whenever I hear creepy clown, I have to think of the clown/violator every time, and I think you could just make that work so very well. It would be so awesome. And I may have been working on, as I was talking this, how would you engineer a spring-loaded thing to come off your back and just be the silhouette of the actual violator? So just go like your shadow looks like the violator proper.
Sorry, my wife just kind of broke me. I should have never shown her that Tim Conway skit.
Oh my goodness. That's nice. I totally lost where I was in the chat because all I hear is
Angels and nebulizers.
Angels and nebulizers.
Right here.
Okay, there we go. I see what's going on. I'm getting commentary, comment dumps while trying to look. So that's why it keeps. If you've never used this, every once in a while you'll get a comment dump. It will give you a little message. But if you are activated at the moment you get another one, it turns into the Price is Right wheel, and just starts going, and you get to try to catch the comment.
Nice.
We got Snow.
before you go on, I am going to take off because I do have to get ready for that
Oh,
meeting.
absolutely. Thank you for coming by, Joe. And for being supportive and wonderful. Huge thanks to Trey for the huge amount of entertainment she has provided as well. We love you both, and whenever you need, if you got to go, we'll see you soon, and maybe I can get you. Maybe you pop up on the Historical Fencing Guild too. I can send you a link for that one. Or wait, no,
I
you
think
should
it's
be.
in the same
You can get
StreamYard.
both now. That's
Yeah.
right. You have the power. That's right. But everybody, once again, I'm going to put this out there. Because bit.ly/JB Tech Apps or JB Tech Chaps, depending on whatever amuses you more. If it sticks in your mind, I'll let you tell JB Tech Chaps with the second P is for power. Anyhow, look him up, support his stuff, get on the Joe Bach the Joe Bach YouTube channel, and get all your construction questions. When his book launches, we're going to do something awesome too, because that's how we take care of our own around here. Thank you, Joe. And you can hang out as long as you want, drop off whenever, because I'm not running you out.
We're going to do this.
Let's see.
Nope. Not that.
I'm not running you out. No, click. I've got the backseat power. Oh, my.
Yeah, I'll let you figure out how to take me out. See you later.
Bye, Joe. Okay. Boom. That's... Oh, I could have edited his name. I should have done that. Anyhow, maybe next time I'll use the power there, but let's get back to where we are in the plugs, and then I'll run some commercials to make up. But huge thanks to Joe Bachman for coming by. Angels and Nebulizers. Snow in November, that's Bobby Nash's Jon Snow books. Thanks, Jon Snow. Anyway, get your brown coat. Ramillion, what a wonderful person. You know how there's some people who you get in your circle and you never really, you wish you could spend more time hanging out with them at the scheduling and stuff. She's one of those. Fascinating lady. Poetry, Amazon.com/Teresa Dunn. Yes, I'm so proud of her in her writing. Spooky. Rick Bradley's got all sorts of stuff. The Hero Maker is making heroes on Facebook. Only Nick would be attacked by a virtual backdrop. Wonderful. Oh, let's see. The @ is in all of them. They said they discontinued custom URLs at the end of October. So if you get one going forward, it's a custom handle, and all of them are just /@name. That does make a lot more sense. That's awesome. The next week is going, Cindy Koepp says, next week is going to be all about making Christmas prezzies and hopefully fixing the siege in suitable arrangement so I can start on The Laundryman, a story for Stormgate's forthcoming Western anthology. With that, I do want to talk about, there is a Facebook group that goes dormant for part of the year, but about now rises. And that is the in parentheses, St. Nick's Christmas Mall, I believe. I'll get the link for you guys proper, and I'll start sharing that around. But let me see. I'm going to do that real quick, if my system will let me, because I forget the name of it because this time of year is when we wake it back up. But what it is a public Facebook group that small creators can promote themselves, and so that you guys have a place to start shopping small. I am very big into shopping small for the holidays. Independent creators, if you want to buy a book from someone who, and my computer froze. Buy a book from someone who maybe isn't as well known or should be, the kind of people who show up here. So, here it is. Now, this gobbledygook is the St. Nick's Creators Christmas Mall. If you aren't there, go there. Post your links to your things you're selling so that we can help promote you. Now, let's go back to where we are, because I want to see what Cindy Koepp's got. Prezzies and hopefully fixing the siege of Laundryman short story for. That's awesome. I want to see stories of, let's see. Richie says the stabbing is a monthly beef 12 shot. That'll help you a lot. What's Joe's new project? Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember the actual name, but what it is it's a series of stories from the construction site, which I believe is the name, where he talks about some of the insane things that have happened to him and Trelena while they have worked construction. They have some amazing anecdotes, and it gives you a background in what's going on the other side of the Schneider eggs, the big orange cones, Indiana State flour. Minicon next weekend. I have critters and books. Awesome. Yeah, Carl, I like how simple it is, but evidently not simple enough because I seem to have gotten it wrong. I'll figure it out after work. Wonderful. Please keep us advised so that I can start promoting your stuff, because you're just so cool, Blue Teddy. Dang, I felt that look. We all did. We all deserved it. And I have no shame because, those two are family. It's cool, Blue Tea. Same here. Rich, one or two of what in your circle? Clowns, medics, or Marines? Yes. Dear Lord, that would be messed up. A clown, medic, Marine all wrapped up in one. Now, I have to think I may genuinely know one. That sounds like someone I genuinely know. Tim Conway, the Siamese Elephants, we'll never know. Bye, Joe. Live until tonight. Yes, please. And now, from now until Christmas, get a lap-sized Afghan, a book, and a medium-sized dragon for $100, or a larger quilt Afghan, 2 books, a larger amigurumi. I'm going to stop for a second. Amigurumi. I had to break it down by Japanese syllables. I used to know the characters for that. Dragon for $200. Contact her for more information. Please contact her for more stuff, because she's doing such cool stuff. She made my manatee. I love the manatee. I love that she makes this incredible stuff. I consider all string-based stuff to be sorcery. It just is. Joe Man and the Masters of the Steam Yard. He has the power! Oh, that's a fun one. And Sartnar for vintage cartooniness. And sign up for Rising Tide's newsletter. And then we got to my links. Cool. Enchanted Beauty is a pop-up consignment store for Iowa artists. Drop by Merle Hay Mall and look for Enchanted Beauty across from Old Navy. You get cool artistic stuffs. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy, since we have you here, what else have you been up to in life? How are you doing? I hope you are well. To my Patreon members, yes, there has been a delay in this week's Cyber Tacto. I will be writing that right after this show. My reasoning for being kind of a little behind on some things this week is very, very valid, but not necessarily something I want to talk about in the public venue. So we have that. Now that we've gone through all of that, guys, I really want you guys to start thinking real hard about what you're grateful for. Because, we live in a country currently, anyway, where, for those of us in America, one can write what they want and tell what they want, and it isn't too censored. And I believe that the freedom of speech needs to apply to everybody equally, even the things I dislike, even the things I wish people wouldn't talk about. Just like there are religions that I disagree with, but they should have the right to manifest. and fighting that is a type of wrong. So I do want you to do your civic duty, guys. We're getting real close to vote time. I want you to vote. And it's funny. I try not to get political, especially on the show, but I will get civil-minded, because even if I disagree with you, you still should get out and vote. If I agree with you, please get out and vote. There's a lot going on for a lot of people right now, and it's up to us to decide whether we like it or not and who's going to represent what's going on. So please get out and vote. Also, it is NaNoWriMo, and I have mixed feelings on it sometimes because it can be intimidating. If you find yourself falling behind and not able to reach where you want on NaNoWriMo or any personally applied deadline, don't let that discourage you. Fairly recently, I had to deal with some stuff that caused me not to hit a couple of my deadlines. And I took it personal, even though I set the deadline myself, because I am a man of my word. I'm a man of, I try to be a man of honor. I fail sometimes. We all do. But I try to be a man of my word. I try to be a man of honor. And I take that deadly serious. But you can't let it discourage you in the creative process, especially when it's something like, I can't physically type at the speed that would let me do something like NaNoWriMo. A full novel, it just, between the pain it would cause me and the physical limitations of the kind of agility to do so, I couldn't do it. So I don't. But if you can and you are, go for it. Anything that's a tool that builds you up is important. Now, we got some commentary from Cindy responding, so I want to hear what she's got to say about herself. I'm doing better than a month ago. I've given up on the medical community being useful, giving me useful information about EDS, specifically hypermobility spectrum disorder. So now I'm collecting data on what might be exacerbating the pain level so I can figure out how to control it. That is excellent. I say it wrong, but Ehlers-Danlos, I believe. It's close enough you can figure out what I'm talking about. That's a condition where your joints aren't as rigid as people, and so they can move around and cause a lot of damage, a lot of problems, and that's the hypermobility issue. Several people I related to and care about have that, so it's good that you know and you're finding things. It's like, I'm dealing with my ADD diagnosis, ADD, ADHD, whatever. Some people don't like to give the HD part because they think it's only kids, whatever. And I've found out just how much that has formed my life and how much I've worked around it to do things. So it's helped because I don't feel guilty of things that I thought were character flaws. We have to be gentle, guys, when we're talking about our physical limitations and our mental limitations. Cindy goes on to say, Tai Chi class has been amusing. The form we're working on let's try that again. Tai Chi class has been amusing. The form we're working on has 108 moves. We're only on the first 30 now. Slow learning at only 2x a week, but I'm enjoying it. That's wonderful, because if you move slow and you study slow, you learn fast. Just let it do. And the moves are meant to build on each other, so that should really help you. The longer forms are fascinating. They're a bit complex for how my brain works, but I would love to see when you get it done, because Cindy is a proud member of the Historical Fencing Guild, and she is on the Patreon, and we get to see videos occasionally of her amazing progress, both with Tai Chi and fan-based styles. We have a public Facebook group. Facebook, the historical, facebook.com/group/the Historical Fencing Guild, if I remember right. And you can join us there. I have a lot of little groups that help the niche things. But I'm really proud of her because it takes courage. Anybody who comes on these streams, even as goofy as me and Joe and everybody else, it takes courage to put yourself out. And when you're showing this is my progress in something like a martial art, it takes a lot of courage. It can be very anxiety heavy to make that jump, but it's so important because that gives you a different type of accountability and a different type of support. So please, if you're doing things like that, join that group and help build Cindy Koepp up. Now, Comics Talk from Pops Van Zandt, Madness Gaming, playing the game Pandemic: The Cure, and there's his YouTube channel. Sorry, give me just a second. That's very good. Let's see. Cindy goes on to say, efforts to do a lateral transfer at work are not working out yet. Still trying it. The feedback I get is that I've worked with kids too long and I've done too much publishing, editing experience to convince people I can actually teach and design instruction for adults. That's frustrating. I do have a quandary, though, because Cindy Koepp is an accomplished writer and editor. Why not start doing your own adult top? I hate that I say adult and it instantly sounds pervy, but adult education manuals on things put them up on Amazon, get them selling, and go next time, or while you're discussing this, you go, funny, you're right, I've published these books on my own, and I'm making money in this field already. Now, if I can do it for myself, don't you think I can do it for you? It might be a good way to get them to accept the jump, and if not, it puts more materials in your resume. Animal Eye seems to be on hold while I wait for the publisher, the printer, the game company, and other folks to do their thing. It's very frustrating. I understand that feeling, and it will be worth it because Animal Eye seems like a really great project. A lot of people believe in it, and a lot of people believe in you. Richie says, I feel your pain, Cindy. There's a lot of bias of all flavors of education. You get pigeonholed real dang quick. Yes, you do. And the other thing is, you may want to do something, you may be capable, but it may be that you're so good at what you're doing, they don't want to lose you because it's harder to replace you in that field. What do I mean? This is a parallel. I was a substitute teacher. I would sub for both high-end, honors classes that many subs refused, and I would sub for special needs classes that many subs refused. So if I were sent to sub thinking I was going into a regular class, many times I would get pulled out because there's a sub shortage, and a assistant principal would be sitting with that class, and they bumped me to the special needs class because I could handle it. So I get it. Yeah, but they don't count freelance work. The publishing, editing work they're annoyed by is the tech writing I do for the company. Really? That is very strange. That is, if somebody, I really wish Brian were here because I feel Brian K. Morris would have a good angle on this. Ooh. On to a slightly more positive. Cindy Koepp is going to prototype a Christmas tree hat. If you want one, contact me. Well, if you get seconds or something you want me to wear to promote and ring in the spirit, you know how to get a hold of me. We can talk. Now we've talked to Cindy. I hope you guys have hit like, share, and subscribe. I do want to run her commercial because I promised her and Joe that I would run her commercials. We just had a guest, and I try to put guests ahead of commercials. I love that commercial. Sorry, I didn't do the talk through this time. My voice is a little rough this morning. Let's see. So he says, I'm looking forward to getting back to working on my Kenku costume. I need to finish the noggin and make the jacket. My goal is to finish it before the con season starts in April. That is so cool. Seriously. And I love these long-term projects that people can get into because I kind of go through brief hyperfixations and then I move on and then I have to revisit them whenever the urge hits me. So I admire long-term dedication plans. And I have some. I just have to orbit to get there. I spiral my way to a lot of locations, both physically and mentally. I think it's because I have one leg shorter than the other, and it makes me walk in circles. But folks, we are well past our hour, and we've had what a surprising show today. We were joined by the amazing Joe Bachman, my backstage manager, the supporter of the show. So we got to have a long and wonderful conversation with Cindy Koepp. I do owe Joe D. McPhee a commercial, so I'm going to run that. That'll give anybody a chance to have any last-minute commentary, and we'll go through that, and then we'll probably call it a day.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Yep. From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher is a wonderful program. Joe always provides a unique and thought-inspiring perspective. See what we've got. We've got Carl's signing off. We will see Carl again tonight, at least for those of us who know of this, the worst kept secret in the known interwebs, the green room. I may hop by later. We'll see how things are going. Thanks for hosting the adventure. Off to figure out the week's food and take care of errands. And I need to find craft room in the basement. It's under all that stuff somewhere. I understand. I have a very similar. My plans for the day. Actually, I have my brother Richard is coming over. Ricky is going to help clean out the garage to make room for his motorcycle because I'm doing a small kindness there. And because I am very allergic to the dust, I will be probably sitting in my little study right where I am, writing and working on my projects and trying to catch up so that I can have some stuff out before I hit the vacation. So, speaking of all that, I will be back, guys, broadcasting tonight at 7 Central, 8 Eastern on the Historical Fencing Guild channel, my other channel. I will also be right back here next Monday, probably. That will be broadcast from abroad, as that will be my wedding anniversary. If I don't make it, that would be because my wife has kept me occupied. But other than that, then we'll be right back to a normal broadcast schedule. I'm being my Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I may be soloing with a little bit of effort the Nerd Bacon. So Nerd Bacon may be a very different show this Thursday. We'll have to see how that works out. So until then, guys, please write, please create, draw, write, sculpt, whatever, because you can always edit and learn from what you did, but you can't edit a blank page. I will see you very soon for the next episode of